Hello, everybody, and welcome into this afternoon's broadcast from a sunny Boston, Massachusetts. TD Garden plays host to two of the top teams in their respective conferences, at least when you base it on recent form. It's the Dallas Mavericks at the Boston Celtics, and it's a special day as well for the Boston Celtics organization as Kevin Garnett's number 5 is going to the rafters and will be retired today. KG in the house, of course, as well as many of his other former teammates. So it should be quite the occasion today, and hopefully the Celtics themselves can back it up on the court with a victory. I touched on it. Both teams, Dallas and Boston, very hot as of late, particularly the Celtics, who have just been absolutely cruising as of late. A 41-27 record for the Celtics. It's hard to believe that at one point a couple months ago they were 3 games below 500. Boston currently 5th in the East. Dallas, meanwhile, 5th in the West, currently 41-26. So two very similar records. And the star matchup, Jason Tatum against Luka Doncic. Doncic averaging 28.1 points per game. Tatum coming off that unreal 54-point performance just 1 week ago against Brooklyn. Welcome into the broadcast, Noah, as we take a look at the starting lineups. First for Dallas, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dwight Powell, Luka Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jalen Brunson make up the starting lineup. Dallas in all white. They'll be going from left to right in this first half. For the Celtics, they roll out with Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, and Robert Williams III. The Celtics in their all-green uniforms, they'll be going from right to left here in the first half. And we are ready to rock and roll. There were a lot of questions surrounding whether or not Ray Allen would be in attendance this afternoon for Kevin Garnett's retirement jersey number, and he is in the house. They just showed him front row seat for Ray Allen. Of course, ever since that breakup when Ray Allen left the Celtics to go to Miami, there's been a little bit of a broken relationship between the likes of Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen, but it looks like that's settled, at least for today, as the Celtics win the opening tip, and it's Al Horford with the first 2 points of the game. A nice turnaround shot from close range, and the Celtics strike first at TD Garden. About a 3:45 Eastern time tip-off in Boston. What's going on, Vaughn? Welcome in to the broadcast. Good to see you. Doncic launches from deep and connects from downtown. Luka Doncic wasting no time here in the early goings of this one. Who do I think is going to win? Yeah, obviously everyone knows who I want to win, but honestly, I think the Celtics will get the win as Al Horford plays bully ball down low, just charging his way down to the low post, and Dwight Powell could not handle it. Horford has all 4 Celtics points. But yeah, I think the Celtics will get the job done. I really do. They've been red hot as of late, winning games much more often than losing them. And the opposite was true just a couple months ago. So yeah, I think the Celtics are going to ride that momentum, and they can't lose on the day Kevin Garnett's number is being retired. So I think that's a motivating factor as well, as Brown kicks it out, pump fake, sidestep 3, Tatum from downtown, 7-5 Celtics lead. Jason Tatum and Luka Doncic trading threes early on. Here is Doncic guarded by Horford. He tries to pass to the corner, but it's mishandled by Spencer Dinwiddie. And Dallas commit the first turnover of the game. Oh, really, Vaughn? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense that ESPN Plus isn't showing the KHL playoff games, as Jaylen Brown drives, rejected at the rim, but keeps it himself. Smart's 3 is short. That block by Dallas came from Dwight Powell, but the Celtics once again in possession. Smart to the corner. Brown from 3. Got it. Jaylen Brown with another 3-pointer for the Celtics early on. 10-5, Boston in front. On the left wing, it's Jalen Brunson. Brunson defended by Robert Williams. Brunson pulls up from mid-range, left it short. Tatum collects the rebound. Tatum nearly lost the dribble. Keeps it alive. Celtics swing it along the perimeter. Smart driving into the paint. Fade away. No good. Doncic with the rebound. What's good, Ben? Ben is in the house. Great to see you, man. Doncic fakes the three. Gets it back from Powell. Celtics leading by 5, just 3 minutes in to the opening quarter. Wide open three, and Powell can't hit. Rebound collected by Horford. Tatum up the right wing. Tatum driving by Powell. The layup no good, but the putback by Horford. Al Horford with 6 of the 12 Celtics points in the early goings. Now it's Finney Smith who passes up top to Doncic. An 8-0 run from the Celtics in the last 2.5 minutes. Couple of screens set. Doncic bounce pass. Powell keeps it alive and banks it in. An awkward shot as Horford closed him down. 5-point lead for the Celtics now. Here's Jaylen Brown. Spin move. Now finds Robert Williams. Brown defended by Brunson. Double team. Finds Tatum in the corner. Tatum on the left wing. Shot clock winding down. Contested three off the rim. And now on the rebound, it's a fast break for Dallas and an easy 2 points as Dinwiddie lays it in. 12-9, Celtics by 3. Yeah, it does look like the crowd are up for it 100%, Ben. Yes, a great crowd on hand at TD Garden for Kevin Garnett's jersey retirement. And, of course, for a great spectacle on the court, as that's a nice steal by Finney Smith, who misses the open three. What's going on, Yoshi Bros? I know, long time no see, man. Appreciate you stopping by as Tatum takes it to the baseline. Back up top to Brown. 5 minutes played in Boston. Horford to Tatum. Corner three. Good! A contested three. No problem for Tatum. 15-9. Boston in front. You're getting ready to watch the Leaf Sabres game? Yes, that's right. They're in Hamilton. Yep, that's an outdoor game. That should be a fun one. Yes, I'll be checking in on that. I always like watching outdoor hockey games. Shot clock at 4. Corner three, well off the mark. That time by Dinwiddie. Celtics up by 6. What a steal there. Doncic got up to strip it away, and now this three is good. And Jalen Brunson closes in on Boston's lead. It's now a 3-point game midway through the first quarter, and I believe we haven't had a foul yet. I'll probably jinx that in the next few seconds. Smart down in the post, guarded by Brunson. He got it. What a shot by Marcus Smart. 17-12. Yeah, I'm sure it is way too cold to go to that game, Yoshi Bros. As Doncic's three, no good. The lead pass too far ahead for Robert Williams, and the Celtics turn it over in transition. Smart would love to have that one back. What's good, Mike? Yes, long time no see, man. Great to see you once again. Who do I think will win, Leafs or Sabres? I'll say Toronto. I think Toronto will get the job done. And yeah, Vaughn, I don't think anyone can support Russia at the moment with the horrendous acts of Putin and what's going on in Ukraine right now. Obviously, prayers out to everyone in Ukraine dealing with that horrific invasion by Russia. I'll step aside for a quick moment. It's the Celtics up by 5 midway through the first quarter. Stick around. And welcome back in, everybody. And yes, Yoshi Bros, you saw my post on Instagram. Yes, I was at the New England Revolution soccer game back on Wednesday. Indeed, as these are two of the hottest teams in the league right now. Dallas, a 24-8 record after a 16-18 start, and Boston with the same record of 24-8 since a 16-19 start. The Mavs with the second best record since that 16-18 start. The Celtics with the best record in the league since their 16-19 start to the season. So it's pretty remarkable. These two teams must see at the moment. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And yeah, it was very cold outside, Yoshi Bros, at the Revolution game. Yep, it was snowing the entire game, and it was probably 20 degrees Fahrenheit, felt like 10. Yeah, it was a cold one, but I made sure to bring extra foot and hand warmers, and it was worth it since the Revs won as Doncic hits the side of the backboard on the three-point attempt, and that results in a shot clock violation. Luka claiming he was fouled, but the referee not having it. Your mother salutes me. I appreciate that, Mike. It's an honor, man. Let's get Jeffrey welcome in. Yes, I was just telling Yoshi Bros, it was a cold, cold night on Wednesday. Yes. But it was worth it since the Revolution won. I had never been to a sporting event, a professional sporting event in the snow. So that was quite the experience. That was a lot of fun. And yes, Vaughn, I did see those tragic events in the Mexican soccer game between Atlas and Querétaro. Yeah, that was just terrible to see. Yes. 2 free throws are on the way for Reggie Bullock. He misses the first. These are the first free throws of the game. Of course, Kevin Garnett in the house for his jersey retirement. We got Paul Pierce in the house as well. Ray Allen is sitting next to Kendrick Perkins, front row. All the stars from about a decade ago in attendance as both free throws were missed by Bullock. Yeah, I'm not sure when they're doing it, Jeffrey. You could be right that they're doing it at the end of the game. They might be doing it at halftime. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. As a foul's called, Derek White will head to the free throw line. Special day for Kevin Garnett. He was my favorite player, I'll be honest, when growing up and watching the Celtics. Him and Paul Pierce were close, but Kevin Garnett was the one I had to give the edge to growing up. He was my favorite player, and so that was those are the good days. So the last NBA championship, of course, for the Celtics came when Kevin Garnett was leading that team. As Derek White went 1 for 2. All right, thank you for the confirmation, Ben. It is after the game. Yeah, I probably should have checked that before the game started to see when it would be. But yeah, all right, thanks for that confirmation, because I know each team does it differently as to when during the game they do it. So yeah, that'll be after the game as Doncic draws the foul. And after no fouls in the first 7 or so minutes, we've had 3 in the last 30 seconds about. Yeah, that's just awful stuff, Vaughn. That's awful stuff. Yeah, I know, man. Yes, I did know that the Bruins are doing very well. Yep, I've been watching them. I caught some of their game last night against Arizona, which was another win. Look at the upcoming NBA schedule. Later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the LA Lakers take on Phoenix. And then tomorrow, a doubleheader, 7:30, Denver faces Philadelphia. And then at 10, it's Milwaukee against Utah. Meanwhile, Tuesday night at 8, it's Phoenix taking on New Orleans. And so Doncic hitting both free throws, a 4-point game now. Do I think he and Ray Allen will embrace? I think so, Ben. Yeah, I think so. Since since Ray Allen's in attendance, it's not like they're going to ignore each other. At least I wouldn't think so. So yeah, I think they'll embrace. Yeah. Yeah, I did watch the African Cup of Nations, Mike. Yeah, it was a very entertaining tournament. Yep, Senegal beat Egypt in the final as that's a rejection at the rim, but an offensive rebound and Brown's denied. How about that sequence as the Mavericks will run it in transition. They trail by 4. Doncic, tough shot, couldn't bank it in from the baseline. 3.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Derek White underneath the basket. Back out top to Robert Williams. It's White again over the left wing. Grant Williams launches. 3 is short. Rebounded by the Mavs. Trey Burke with it. Burke behind the back move. Kicks it out to Maxi Kleber. 3 minutes left in the open quarter. Robert Williams defending Burke. It was passed off to Finney Smith. Had the ball knocked off his knee. Out of bounds, Celtics basketball. They did create great history for the Celtics, no doubt about it, Ben. Yeah, I 100% agree. It's too bad it was that long ago when the Celtics won their last title, as Grant Williams can't hit the open corner 3. Yesterday you watched Wolftown. It was a bad movie, really. I don't think I've heard of that movie. And maybe that's why, because it's not good. I'll make sure to not watch it then, Mike. Not that I had any plans of doing so, as the Celtics will try to extend their 4-point lead. Derek White into the paint, spin move, right-handed shot is good. Great work by Derek White, and Luka Doncic appears to be a bit shaken up. And he is limping at the moment. A timeout has been called, and it looks like he's in quite a bit of pain, favoring that left hamstring. So that is not a good sign if you're a Dallas Mavericks fan. I'll step aside for a quick timeout. Back with more in a moment. Welcome back in, everybody. So the concern right now for the Mavericks is the health of Luka Doncic. On that last sequence came up. I had the wrong score. What an idiot I am. It is 18-14 currently. Sorry about that. But yeah, he came up limping as he kind of just gave up on the play. Um, before the Celtics came up with the steal, but he is back on the court. I think he was pointing to that left hamstring of his, but he's going to continue. No, I did have the right score. I thought so. 20-14. Boston in front, 2:10 left in the quarter. Dallas started the game 5 of 9. They're since 0 for 5 from the field. Here is Doncic, 2 minutes left in the quarter. Over to the right wing, catch and shoot 3. Too strong, off back iron from Josh Green. Tatum, risky cross-court pass. Doncic is there for the steal. Passed ahead, and the layup is good. Josh Green makes it a 4-point game. Smart defended by Burke. Dallas has 4 turnovers. Boston has 5. Marcus Smart, time running out on the shot clock. Spin move, bank shot, too strong. And Doncic has it. Cross-court pass. 3 is on the way, and that's a brick way off the mark that time from Davis Bertans. Step back 3 from Derek White. That's left short. Dallas just 2 of 11 from 3. The Celtics, not a whole lot better, but a little bit. 3 for 8. Doncic defended by Robert Williams. Doncic, great move, and he lays it in with the right hand. 20-18, the Celtics lead down to 2, and Doncic is not even able to run right now. He is limping as he gets back on defense. And Dallas might be forced to call a timeout, and they will. With 39 seconds left in the first quarter, actually a foul was called, but that will allow Doncic to head off, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to continue. He tried to give it a go, but clearly he is in a lot of pain, and he heads to the locker room as we speak. Spin move by Tatum. Short on that one as we have under half a minute left in the quarter. Yeah, pretty fast-paced game so far. I'd say so, Ben, although both offenses have not been too efficient. 4 on the shot clock. Step back deep 2. No good. The shot clock is off. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Tatum enters the front court for Boston. 3-pointer on the way. No good. And that lands over the backboard as time expires. And that will be the end of the first quarter. These are 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now, but based on that first quarter shooting, one would not think that's true. Either way, we've only played a quarter, still 3 more to go. Boston by 2, second quarter just around the corner. Welcome back, everybody, and 100%, Ben. I, uh, I am right on. I'm right on the same page as you, Luca. You've been watching him since his Real Madrid days. I've been watching him since he came into the NBA, and he is one of the toughest guys you will find. So I agree with you there. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he came back into this game, unless it's something really serious. He probably will because he's that type of player. I'll step aside, and in 45 seconds, we'll have second quarter action from TD Garden. All right, folks, sorry about that. Just had to get something done quickly as the second quarter is underway, about 30 seconds into it, but no score yet here in the second as Maxi Kleber denies Derek White. Great block there from Kleber. It'll stay with Boston. Derek White to inbound from the baseline. Catch and shoot three. Tatum can't hit. A rough shooting day for both teams, really. Mavericks have a chance to tie it or take the lead. No Doncic as of now. He went to the locker room with an apparent injury. Looked like his left hamstring, but don't want to speculate, of course. 5 seconds to shoot. Brunson driving, and it's stripped away. A great steal by Horford. Peyton Pritchard, who just entered the game, passes it off to Tatum, and an offensive foul called against Boston. It's against Pritchard, his second season in the league, played his college ball at Oregon. What's good, Hugo? Welcome in. And hey, no need to apologize, man. I'm happy that my revolution dominated Pumas, man. But hey, the job's not done yet. We still got the second leg to come on Wednesday. So I can't I can't really rub it in until we take care of business Wednesday down in Mexico. There was a block by Boston. Derek White in transition, double teamed underneath. Pass to Horford. Horford holds on. Tatum left wing, double team. Pritchard will swing it. Grant Williams driving into the paint. Can't hit and tries to dive for it. Good effort from Grant Williams, but it's out of bounds. Dallas ball. Yeah, that was a once in a lifetime experience for me Wednesday night, Hugo. I always wanted to go to a CONCACAF Champions League, and I always wanted to attend a game in the snow, and both of those things happened on one night as Davis Bertans rattles home a three, and the Mavericks have taken the lead. A 7-0 run for Dallas in the last 5 minutes almost. Derek White defended by Bertans. Tried to slip by him, but the layup is no good. The Celtics on a significant drought for nearly a half quarter now. That layup off the mark by Josh Green. The field goals this quarter. Dallas 1 for 6, Boston 0 for 4. Pritchard to Tatum, corner three by Horford. No. Rebound secured by the Mavs. Spencer Dinwiddie ahead to Jalen Brunson. Brunson kicks out. Another three-point attempt. This time, Bertans can't connect. Yes, Barcelona is playing right now. They're playing Osasuna, right? Yep. Peyton Pritchard, right wing, finds Grant Williams. Celtics will just slow it down a bit. Tatum to the right wing with White. Derek White steps in, mid-range jumper off the iron. Offensive rebound by Tatum. 8.5 to play in the second quarter. Tatum to Horford. He'll swing it over to Pritchard. Pritchard, the lob. Horford collects and is fouled before the shot. Or will it be a shooting foul? They will call it a shooting foul. So 2 free throws forthcoming for Al Horford. So it is a left hamstring injury for Luka Doncic. That's what we're hearing. He is now on the Dallas bench, but continues to be evaluated by the athletic trainers. First free throw is good by Horford. Tomorrow night, it's a doubleheader of NBA action, 7:30 Eastern Time. Denver takes on Philadelphia, and then at 10, Milwaukee faces Utah. That's right, Mike. That's right, man. You know it. Canada and the US did end the Kingdom of Mexico and CONCACAF. Horford hits both free throws. He has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. Brunson left wing. Shot no good, and it'll stay with Dallas. Pritchard shaken up a bit. Looks like he took a hit to the head, perhaps. 8 minutes left in the second quarter now. All right, Mike. So Ferran Torres getting on the score sheet for Barcelona early on. Yeah, Barcelona has been a revived team as of late, haven't they? And Dinwiddie lost the handle there for Dallas. Out of bounds, Celtics ball. Boston leading by 1 in a low-scoring contest from TD Garden. It's, of course, a special day. Kevin Garnett having his jersey number retired after the game, and his former teammates, including Paul Pierce, Kendrick Perkins, and Ray Allen, all in attendance for this one. Pritchard, underhand layup is good. A much-needed basket for the Boston Celtics. Their first field goal in, I believe, about 7 minutes. Brunson pulls up, and that's a nice response as he knocks down the shot. Horford for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Yeah, it's interesting, Hugo. I wouldn't say no. I don't think he's hated in Boston. The weird thing is, at least me personally, and I think many fans in Boston have no problem with Ray Allen. I mean, at the time he left the Celtics to go to Miami, yes, we weren't happy about that. But now that he's retired and all, I don't really have anything against Ray Allen. I loved him when he was here in Boston. So I don't really know why there's still that, beef going on between Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. It seems like Garnett and Pierce try to, not talk to Allen, and that relationship is broken. But I mean, yeah, at the time, but I don't know why they still don't really like each other now. At least it seems that way. Because now that they're all retired, I would think they'd get over it. But I don't know. It's a weird thing that they have going on there with Ray Allen. But he is in attendance tonight, so that's good to see here for KG's jersey retirement. What's good, Adam? Welcome into the stream. Yes, I'm doing well. That's for certain. You bet on the Celtics today. All right, we'll see how they do. Um, is that official? Chelsea being closed down in 6 weeks? I haven't heard anything official about them closing down, but it is not looking good with the whole Roman Abramovich situation. That's for certain. Yeah, exactly, Hugo. Grown men acting like divas. Yeah, it's It's kind of silly in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'll step aside for the timeout. Back with more in a moment. Stick around. Welcome back in, everybody. Look at the team defensive efficiency ranks before Jason Kidd took over. The Mavs were 21st, but with Jason Kidd, 6th in the league. And Jason Kidd, everywhere he's gone, that's been a priority of his, making sure that his team's defense improves. And it was the same case when he was in Brooklyn, and then with Milwaukee, his team's defenses improved. With 6:39 left in the second quarter here, it's a 24-23 lead for Boston. Yeah, it's not official, but financial experts are making those predictions. Yeah, it is not good. It is not looking good. Yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen at Chelsea. I have no idea. It's a weird situation, and not one any club would want to be in, obviously, as Jalen Brunson lays it in for two. Now the Celtics in transition, trailing by one. Robert Williams to Al Horford. Now Pritchard out to Tatum. Tatum, tough floater, no good. Gets his own rebound, and the third time is a charm. Tatum with a couple of putbacks, and eventually puts the Celtics in front. Oh, Ferran Torres scored again. Wow, Mike. So he is already closing in on a hat trick. Messi wants to play in Miami. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if and when that happens. Miami could use him because they are a laughable team in MLS. I mean, they've been terrible since coming into the league as Doncic lays it in for two. Yeah, baseball season is back soon indeed. Yeah, I'll be streaming some MLB games, no doubt about it, Adam. That's my plan as Jaylen Brown ferociously throws it down. The right-handed slam, and that gets TD Garden on their feet. It was a bit of a dull atmosphere with the Celtics shooting struggles continuing, but maybe that's the lift Boston was looking for. 28-27, Finney Smith throws it away. The pass off the mark to Jalen Brunson. Going back to that Jaylen Brown slam dunk. My goodness, the Dallas players just said, let me get out of the way. Brown just blew right by the defender, who appeared to be Dwight Powell. Corner three, Brown pump fake between the legs pass, and Robert Williams with the flush. Jaylen Brown is playing with a bit of extra swagger right now, 30-27. Brown, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Now underneath the basket, Sterling Brown will get it back from guess who? Luka Doncic. Doncic just re-entered the game. You were spot on with that prediction, Ben. Luka Doncic, a player who's going to play through everything, really. And Tatum making a spin move and drawing the foul. He'll shoot 2. Yeah, we'll see, Adam. We'll see. I don't think Chelsea will be reformed to the 8th division of the English pyramid. At least I hope not, as Tatum knocks down the first free throw. What happened to Porzingis? Yeah, honestly, I did not see that coming. Porzingis getting traded to the Wizards. Yeah, he's now on Washington. Haven't really heard much about him, to be honest with you. Yeah, that was an interesting move back in, I think, January at the trade deadline. Yeah, Newcastle, the new Chelsea. Yeah, Matt Turner to Arsenal. Absolutely, Mike. Yep. Good for him, man. That's great news for Turner, and well deserved in my opinion, as Trey Burke makes the layup. 3-point ball game. 4 minutes left in the first half. Tatum. ISO ball. Misses, and he's clutching that right knee. Bit of an awkward landing, perhaps. He eventually gets back on defense as that pass is stripped away by Horford. Spin move by Brown, and he was fouled. Yeah, same here, Adam. I like Doncic as a player, no doubt about it. Even though I'm a big Celtics fan, I got to admit, Doncic is one of the more likable players in the league, in my opinion. As Brown goes for the poster, and oh my goodness, a dunk of the year candidate, and he high fives Kevin Garnett right after. Unbelievable from Jaylen Brown, 34-29. And that was absolutely ridiculous from Brown. 34-29 Celtics. Brown, the step back 3. Air ball, but Robert Williams is there for the layup. This crowd is going crazy right now. Paul Pierce loving it. All the former Celtics in attendance are loving it. But the Mavericks quiet down the crowd just a bit as the corner 3 is converted. 36-32 Boston, under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Thank you very much, Aku. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, as Tatum's 3 rattles in. 39-32, Boston in front. And all of a sudden, the Celtics offense has a spark to it. Tatum with 13 points. He's 3 of 6 from 3. This floater short by Trey Burke. Tatum pounding his way inside and finishes, much to the delight of TD Garden. A timeout called, and the Celtics have a 9-point lead. It's Kevin Garnett's day, with his jersey number being retired. And my goodness, are the guys on the court putting on a show for KG, who got a front row view of that Jaylen Brown poster. Poor Davis Bertans. Back with more in a moment. I'll be right back. Stick around. It was actually Maxi Kleber, I beg your pardon, who honestly should just retire after that. My goodness. Will I be streaming on March 21st NHL trade deadline? Perhaps. I don't know about that, Yoshi Bros. Maybe not though. I'm not sure. Oh wow, Aubameyang scored. All right, Barca is rolling, aren't they? Yeah, I think DeBrusque might be traded as well. I'm with you there, Yoshi Bros. What do I think of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting? I don't know much about it, to be honest with you, Hugo. I hear a bunch of advertisements for it on the radio. But yeah, I mean it seems like a good school. if you want to go into broadcasting. But I honestly can't say I know too much about the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I'll step aside for a quick timeout. TD Garden is coming alive, and the Celtics are as well. They lead by 9. Stick around. All right, welcome back in, everybody. That Jaylen Brown dunk is going to be one to remember for a long time. And the best part about it was Kevin Garnett was right there underneath the basket to high-five Jaylen Brown afterwards. That could go down as one of the more iconic dunks in Celtics history. A nice move by Brunson, but the hook shot off the front iron. Here's Jason Tatum now, under 2 minutes to play in the first half from TD Garden. The double team emerges. Marcus Smart out to Jaylen Brown. Oh, and a nice drive the other way. A layup good by Josh Green, 31-34. Green has 7 points, 5 of which have come this quarter. Brown fouled underneath, certainly. No, wow, they call it jump ball. That is an interesting call there. 1:21 left in the half, and Brown will go head-to-head with Green here. Jump ball from the free throw line. If the Celtics win it, they will have 11 to shoot. And Brown will win the jump ball. Tatum collects, has it on the left wing. Now top of the key. Tatum swings it to the corner. Grant Williams misses from the corner, but Robert Williams is there to throw it down on the putback. 1 minute left now in the opening half. 13 second chance points for Boston, just 2 on the other hand for Dallas. Oh, and a foul called against Grant Williams. He was met in the air by Dorian Finney-Smith. Couple of free throws here for Finney-Smith. Mavericks down by 9, tied for their largest deficit so far in this one. He misses the first. Robert Williams with 10 points per game this season. That's a career high, 9.8 rebounds per game, which is also a career high for him. So he's just getting better and better. This is his best season yet with Boston. Both free throws, 1 out of 2 went Finney-Smith. Mavericks overall 3 of 6 at the line. Smart over to Tatum. Double team. The 3 no good, but a foul drawn. So the shot pays off for Tatum. The whistle goes against Jalen Brunson. What's good, Gabriel? Gabriel's in the house. Yeah, what a performance from Ronaldo yesterday. That was something special, man. Will I broadcast the Classico? I hope so, Mike. It depends if I'm home when the game takes place. I'll have to wait and see if I'm around. If I'm around, I'll definitely try to. I would love to, but I can't make any promises. They're actually reviewing this for a potential flagrant foul. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that's going to go down as a flagrant. Well, the question is, did Brunson go in the landing spot of Jason Tatum? I think that would be harsh to go down as a flagrant. And it looks like the verdict has been made and it will not be a flagrant. So just a common foul, which I think is the right decision. Tatum 15 points so far today. 5 of 13. He's 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Yeah, Arsenal did win today. Yep. They beat Leicester City. So a good win for Arsenal as Tatum's first free throw is good. How many blocks a game for Robert Williams? That's a good question, Aku. I don't have that statistic in front of me right now, but I can find it. Oh yeah, for sure, Mike. Yeah, if I was to commentate El Clasico, I would definitely call the game, as a neutral. And Tatum will hit all 3 free throws. 45-35. Celtics lead by double digits. Coming up on the halftime report, I'll talk about Durant dropping 53 points earlier today at Barclays Center. As Doncic's fadeaway is short, he hasn't been the same player since that injury in the first quarter. Nah, I wouldn't do that, Mike. Yeah, Gabriel Aubameyang has been on fire for Barcelona. It's crazy, man. 5 on the shot clock. Tatum to the corner. Smart with the underhand scoop, and it's good with 4.9 seconds left in the half. Dallas has to work quickly. Deep three-pointer, and it's good. At the buzzer, a long-range 3 knocked down by Spencer Dinwiddie. And that will bring us to halftime. 47-38. It's the Celtics leading by 9. All right, Jeffrey, that's good to know. NBC Sports Boston will be showing the Kevin Garnett retirement ceremony. Yeah, I might check it out. I also want to see the March Madness selection show, which is at 6, so I might switch between the two. As I'll step aside for a quick moment, the halftime report's next. It's the Celtics leading by 9 in a low-scoring contest from TD Garden. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Earlier today, it was the Brooklyn Nets with a 110-107 victory over the New York Knicks. And boy, did Kevin Durant put on a show. I'll talk all about that coming up next. And welcome back in, everybody. The Celtics up 9 at home against the Dallas Mavericks. The day that Kevin Garnett's jersey number is being retired, Kevin Durant had an unreal performance earlier in the day for the Nets. Here's what he had to say post-game.
Everybody out here is looking for attention, and that's what I feel like the mayor wants right now, some attention.
So very interesting comments there by Kevin Durant, which focused on those comments were focused on the situation regarding Kyrie Irving, where Kyrie Irving is currently unable to play home games for the Brooklyn Nets because of the vaccine mandate for employees. So when he plays, he's not able to play for the Nets at the Barclays Center, but he is allowed to attend Brooklyn Nets games at the Barclays Center, maskless and all. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? But those are just the rules. So Kyrie Irving was in attendance for today's game. He had a courtside seat, I believe, watching the game as a fan. Couldn't dress up for the team though and play on the court. So it really is a strange situation. And Kevin Durant, maybe with some controversial comments there, saying the mayor was looking for attention by making the current New York City vaccine mandate. So it's a bit of a weird situation right now, and it still remains to be seen when and if Kyrie Irving will be able to play home games for the Brooklyn Nets this season. As long as he remains unvaccinated, it looks like he will not be able to. What would I say is the Classico of the MLS? There isn't really anything that compares to El Clasico and MLS. Yeah, that would be kind of a disservice to say there is one, to be honest. But yeah, Galaxy Revs, DC United Galaxy, those are some good shouts, no doubt about that. What's going to happen to the Brooklyn Nets? I don't know, Hugo. I don't know if they're going to be in the same boat as Chelsea regarding the owner. I have no idea, to be honest. Welcome to the broadcast. Hit 10. Hope I'm pronouncing that properly, man. Will I cover the Classico? Yeah, the same question was asked by Mike earlier. I'm not sure yet if I will be able to. Depends if I'll be home during the game. I might have something going on that day. So I'm not sure. I hope I'll be able to, but I can't make any promises. Yeah, it does sound personal. It does sound personal. Those Kevin Durant with some interesting post-game comments after an unbelievable performance. He had 53 points in the 3-point victory over the New York Knicks. Jaylen Brown, meanwhile, in this game between Dallas and Boston with an unreal poster dunk, one to remember, with Kevin Garnett sitting right there under that basket as well. That is a highlight reel type of dunk, if you ask me. Oh, yes, that's right. You're GameX, 2304. That's right. I remember you. I remember you, GameX. Yes. Sorry, I just had to I didn't remember at first, but yes, I remember you. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will be right back with more on the halftime report. I'll look ahead to second half action between the Mavs and the Celtics. Celtics up by 9. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. And yes, Hugo, that's the plan, man. I am still planning to. I am still planning on broadcasting the Pumas Revolution game on Wednesday night, which will be the second leg, of course, of that quarterfinal matchup in CONCACAF Champions League. Looking forward to it, although it is going to be a very, very late start um, for me here on the East Coast. It'll be a 10:15 kickoff, but hey, I'm staying up for it. I'm a diehard Revs fan, so I am looking forward to it. All right, second half coming up next. Celtics will try to ride that momentum at the end of the first half into the second half. Did I watch Frozen 2010? Oh, you mean the movie Frozen? I think I did. Yes, I believe so. Mike, that was a long time ago, though. Yeah, I can't remember, but I probably did when I was younger. Couldn't tell you anything about it though. I'll be back for the second half next. Celtics up by 9. And welcome back in, everybody. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday afternoon. First half stats: Celtics out rebounding the Mavericks 30-19. Look at the second chance points: 13-2 in Boston's favor. Points in the paint 28-16. However, fast break points 9-0 in favor of Dallas. Oh, Mike, you're talking about the horror movie Frozen. Okay. No, I don't think I've seen that then. I just assumed you were talking about the Disney one. No, I've honestly never heard of that horror movie. I don't watch horror movies, so they're not my type of thing. I don't watch many movies in general, if I'm being honest with you. Second half is underway from TD Garden. Glad to have your company as Doncic makes a spin move, kicks it out. Finney Smith hits the open three. And so the Mavericks strike first here in the second half. They had a wretched first half shooting wise as Marcus Smart has it left wing. Smart into the paint, shoots over the defending player Dwight Powell and gets the shot to fall. 49-41. That's a good question, Adam. I don't know where American Mike is. He might come later on. We'll see. Keep an eye out for him. Doncic defended by two Celtics, and Horford takes it away. Another steal for Al Horford. Jaylen Brown tries to lob it up for Rob Williams, but that pass is stolen. Here come the Mavericks, knocked away by Smart. The Celtics with another steal. Back and forth we go. Tatum, spin move in the paint, knocked loose off the knee of Tatum. It's Dallas ball. That was a wild sequence right there. 2 turnovers apiece for both teams. Doncic appeared to have injured his wrist on that last possession for Dallas. That pass out to Doncic, stolen by Brown, and he'll run it down the floor and drop the hammer. The right-handed slam to make it a 10-point lead. I appreciate that, Adam. Glad you like the haircut. Yes, I actually got this 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, yeah. But so I went really short. It's growing back in now, but I was near bald. No, not quite, but on the sides I was really short. Um, Honestly, all around, I got a really short haircut. That was the shortest haircut I've gotten in years. Yeah, I decided to get a clean cut. I said, why not? As Al Horford misses from close range. Doncic, fadeaway, got it from the baseline. Luka Doncic clearly not at 100%, but he's charging on and still making an impact. 8-point ball game. Doncic has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. And there's Tatum with a straight lane to the basket. Rolls it in for 2. Tatum now with 19 points, behind the back pass by Doncic. 3 is too strong from Finney Smith. Brown saves it, and the Celtics will counter. 9 minutes remaining in the third. Yeah, I hope so, Ben. I hope so. As Al Horford pulls up and hits the triple. His first 3 of the game. Doncic with a pass down low and a foul called against Rob Williams. 2 free throws coming for Dwight Powell. No, I agree with you, Hugo. Yeah, the Mavericks, that's their problem. They've been red hot as of late, but yeah, when it comes to their bench, they don't have that much depth. Just looking at their roster, you're absolutely right about that. First free throw is good. Yeah, they definitely rely a lot on their starting 5. Powell 8 points per game this season, 66% shooting. Second free throw is good. It's an 11-point Celtics lead. Danny Ainge, by the way, also in attendance for this one. Of course, no longer a part of the Celtics organization, but was the longtime general manager of the team and, of course, a former player for Boston. And was the general manager when the Celtics won that championship with Kevin Garnett leading the way. Tatum defending here. Tough shot and a foul drawn. Spencer Dinwiddie with a couple of free throws. The Mavericks getting to the line a bit more often. You want me to watch Angels and Demons, Mike? I don't know about that, man. That doesn't sound sounds a bit scary if you ask me. Maybe I'll check it out, maybe. Yeah, Luka is struggling. That's quite evident, Ben. And I think we can take him off the dribble. And honestly, I don't think Doncic has been involved as much as Dallas want him to be. And that's because partly, of course, because of his injury, but also because the Celtics are making sure that Doncic doesn't have an easy time. They're making it difficult on him, and that combined with the injury has resulted in a rather quiet day so far for Doncic. Reminder that later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, the Phoenix Suns take on the LA Lakers. Should be an interesting one out west. Behind the back pass here by Doncic. Finney Smith will back it up. All right, it's not a horror movie. It's based on Dan Brown's novel. All right, maybe I'll check it out, man. Oh, man, Doncic got hit hard as the foul was called against Boston. He went crashing in to the stanchion that holds the basket. Right-handed layup attempt, and yeah, a bit of an awkward fall into the stanchion as Robert Williams committed the foul. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for Luka. I don't know if he's been eating McDonald's, Hugo. I don't know about that. I know I have been eating at McDonald's. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not really. I did have McDonald's the other day. First free throw is good. Make it 2 for 2. 56-49. Celtics up by 7. And for today's NBA, this is an extremely low-scoring game. 7 minutes to go in the third. Tatum defended by Brunson. Spin move. Tatum kicks, open look, and Brown's three is good. Jaylen Brown makes it a double-digit lead for the Celtics again. Doncic, step back triple. Got it. What a response from Luka Doncic. You can never count him out, even if he's dealing with an injury and having a bit of an off game. That's 16 quiet points from Luka now. Second three-pointer of the game. Smart bounce pass to Tatum, and that pinballed around, and ultimately last touched Horford. We have a timeout on the floor. It's been a fun one so far. Not the best quality of basketball being played, but the Mavericks are keeping it close, and it should make for an interesting ending. Still a long ways to go from TD Garden. The Celtics leading the Mavericks. Back with more after this. Welcome back in. Some notable jersey retirements for the Celtics. Bob Cousy's number 14, Bill Russell's number 6, Red Auerbach's number 2, Larry Bird's number 33, Kevin McHale's number 32, among a number of other players. The Celtics actually might have the most retired jersey numbers in the league. I personally am not a fan of retiring jersey numbers. That's only an American thing, obviously, and those of you from elsewhere, like Europe, here in the chat can definitely attest to that. I find it a bit strange how us Americans retire jersey numbers, but it is a tradition, and good for Kevin Garnett getting his jersey number retired today as Dallas hit a corner three out of the timeout. They are on a 12-3 run in the last 3 minutes. It's a 4-point ball game. 59-55 Boston leads. Brown fakes the shot, instead finds Smart. His three is good. And there's your answer, Hugo. Yeah, Smart is still on the Celtics. Yep, he just hit that three right there. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie to the right wing, guarded by Robert Williams. Into the paint. Tough right-handed shot and a whistle against Williams. That must be Robert Williams' fourth foul, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check that. It might be his third. And Robert Williams was absolutely furious about that call. You could see by his reaction that he was not happy, and he actually got teed up for that reaction. So a technical foul as Luka Doncic gets a free throw, which he knocks down, and now the two free throws to follow from Spencer Dinwiddie. So that is a costly mistake from Robert Williams right there. No, FIFA does not let nations retire jersey numbers. Nope, they don't. Which I agree with. I think retiring jersey numbers is a bit silly, but it's an American thing, something we like to do, so hey. You can say what you want about it, but it is what it is. By the way, back in the day, Jason Kidd, of course, played for the Dallas Mavericks when Kevin Garnett was on the Celtics. Those two had some great battles against each other. And then for a short period of time when Jason Kidd was the head coach at Brooklyn, Kevin Garnett played on the Nets. Remember, KG and Paul Pierce played in Brooklyn for a short period of time in that trade. That was a big one for the Celtics. I can't remember all the specifics of that trade. As Smart misses the close range shot, and the Dallas Mavericks respond with a ferocious slam dunk by Dorian Finney-Smith. The lead is down to 2 for Boston. Derek White finds Jaylen Brown. Brown, Euro step out to White. Pump fake in the corner by Smart. Drives baseline. Can't hit the layup. He wanted a foul. Didn't get the call. Mavericks can take the lead. Corner three. Good. Finney-Smith puts the Mavericks in front. 63-62. And it's a stunned crowd here at TD Garden. What a turn of events that was. And Dorian Finney-Smith is leading the way for Dallas. Had a slam dunk, and then the next possession knocks down the corner three. Mavs up by 1. What a run by Dallas back after the timeout. All right, welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. As a technical foul was apparently assessed during that timeout, so Doncic took the free throw for the technical foul and knocked it down. 64-62, Dallas in front. Wow, and this is the first lead for Dallas since they were up 27-26. Derek White with a nice mid-range jumper to tie the score at 64. I hope I can give the Celtics their W. I hope so. Am I going to bet on the Pumas Revolution game? No, I don't bet, Hugo. I am not a betting person. Oh, were you asking Adam or me? Either way, I don't bet. As Brunson hits the corner three and Dallas reclaims the lead. Under 4 minutes left in the third. Here's Derek White. White pulls up mid-range. That's no good. And the rebound secured by the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith on the left wing finds Spencer Dinwiddie. Now Brunson. Doncic. Nice crossover move. Step back three. No, he missed it. He crossed up Horford but couldn't finish the job. Celtics have the rebound and a foul called against Dallas. Oh, man. Luka Doncic just having fun out there, but couldn't hit the shot. A little bit of a sarcastic smile afterwards. Jason Tatum will re-enter. Yeah, there you go. Smart drives, and he's hit hard underneath. The foul committed by Maxi Kleber. Free throws coming up for Smart. Celtics trailing by 3 with 3:08 left in the third quarter. First one is good. Jaylen Brown currently on the bench. He'll get a breather. Second one's good. It's a 1-point ball game. I said it earlier, the Dallas Mavericks did a good job of just sticking around, staying within reach, even though it hasn't been the best game from a quality perspective, particularly on offense. It has been a close game as Doncic tripped there. Looked like he might have rolled his ankle, fell to the ground, and that was tied up. Al Horford got in there, and it will be a jump ball. My goodness, Luka Doncic is having all sorts of knocks this afternoon. Jump ball won by Horford, and the Celtics have possession. Passed ahead to Grant Williams. His three no good. Mavs still up by 1. Yeah, no, that's good advice, Adam. I mean, maybe I'll bet when I'm older, but I'm only a senior in high school right now. I mean, some of my friends do bet, but I don't know. I don't want to get addicted early, And I know not a lot of people do get addicted to betting, but you could fall into that hole. Foul called as Smart will shoot 2. You're eating spaghetti right now. All right. Sounds good, Mike. Sounds good, man. Smart with 11 points and make that 12. First free throw is good. Look at the upcoming NBA schedule. Later tonight, the Lakers take on the Suns at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Then tomorrow at 7:30, Denver faces Philadelphia. And then at 10, it's Milwaukee against Utah. Tuesday night at 8, Phoenix battles New Orleans. Some good games on the docket. Smart hit both free throws. It's the Mavericks leading 69-68. Spin move by Doncic. Deep two, swoosh. Luka Doncic makes it a 3-point game again. They do have a hotline number in the back of scratch tickets. Yep. Tatum for three, too strong. Rebound, save. No, Finney-Smith stepped out of bounds. The referee was right there. Doncic couldn't believe the call. But Finney-Smith apparently stepped on the line as he tried to save it. So Smart will inbound on the baseline and a fresh shot clock for Boston. Oh, no, they said Dallas never had possession. So they fixed the shot clock. They'll put 14 on it due to the offensive rebound in theory. As Derek White's three is well short, but Grant Williams grabs the rebound and lays it in. 1-point game. 71-70 Dallas leads. First 2 points of the game, in fact, by Grant Williams on his 6th field goal attempt. Doncic gets by Horford. Great pass, and Finney-Smith with the finish. 3-point lead again, and that pass tipped by Doncic out of bounds. It will stay Celtics ball. Of course, the last time these two teams met earlier in the season, both teams were actually struggling quite a bit at the time, but it was Luka Doncic's epic buzzer beater that defeated Boston that night. Horford, double team, finishes plus the foul. Al Horford with an opportunity at a traditional 3-point play. The whistle going against Josh Green. Yeah, well, right on cue, Ben. Al Horford gets inside for the and one. The free throw is good. Tie game with a minute left in the third quarter. Al Horford, 14.6 rebounds, a couple of blocks, and surely an offensive foul it is. Marcus Smart draws the offensive foul against Josh Green. Gotta love it from Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart tends to be pretty good at drawing those offensive fouls. And he delivers once again right there. Tatum drives. The shot partially blocked, it appeared, on the layup attempt. Yeah, it was a flop, Hugo. But hey, that's what Marcus Smart's good at. He's good at selling those. Left wing three, good. The Mavericks back in front. A big 3-point basket by Spencer Dinwiddie, the former Brooklyn Net. 24 seconds remain in the quarter. What's good, Nate? Welcome in. All right, you're rooting for the Celtics. Why do you hate the Mavs? You're literally from Dallas. That's surprising to me as Tatum's 3-point shot blocked. Smart trying to win it on the floor. Can't do so. Doncic passes ahead. Shot no good. There was some contact there, but no foul against Boston. So that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Dallas had just 38 points in the entire first half. But guess what? They had 38 points in the third quarter alone. The offense starting to get going for the Mavericks. They lead it by 3. The fourth quarter is on the And welcome back in, everybody. We are set for the start of the fourth quarter from TD Garden, and what a fourth quarter it should be. 76-73, Dallas in front. It was looking a lot better for the Celtics 1 quarter ago. Dallas outscored Boston 38-26 in the third. Here's Derek White, cross-court pass. Pritchard steps in for the deep two, off the rim and out. Yeah, I just saw that message you sent me, Nate. That's awesome, man. That you were on TV last night, and FC Dallas got the win. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Here is Derek White. Unfortunately, the Revolution lost in a blizzard. I thought the game I went to on Wednesday was a snowstorm, but yesterday night was crazy against Real Salt Lake. I mean, the whole field was completely covered in snow. You couldn't even see the lines, and the wind made it crazy. Here's Pritchard, three-pointer, got it! A swoosh from the left wing, and it's a tie game a minute into the fourth. Barcelona 12, Osasuna nothing. I don't know about that, Mike. Tatum to Derek White. White driving right side, kicks to the corner. Pritchard's three, too strong. And it's rebounded by Brunson. Dinwiddie drawing the foul. Called against White. 2 free throws for Spencer Dinwiddie coming up. First one, no good from Dinwiddie. Yeah, the Revs did lose. Yeah, that was a rough night because the Revs were up 2-0, and then out of nowhere, Salt Lake came back. Second free throw, no good by Dinwiddie. So he goes 0 for 2. It stays tied at 76. Tatum to Grant Williams. Pump fake by White. White bounce pass to Robert Williams, and he's fouled by Powell. Yeah, the Revs did a Tottenham, exactly. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about that. It's on to Pumas midweek in Mexico. Focus has got to shift to Pumas now. That was a very, very bad performance from the Revs. At least those last 30 minutes when they collapsed. That was embarrassing. No excuses. Robert Williams' first free throw is good. Tomorrow it's an NBA doubleheader. First, Denver takes on Philadelphia at 7:30 Eastern. And then at 10, Milwaukee against Utah. Inter are losing to Torino. Really, Adam? Oh, my. That would be a catastrophic result. Yep, Ronaldo got the hat trick yesterday. That was quite the performance from Ronaldo. Unreal. And Tom Brady was there in attendance, I saw. Dinwiddie has it for the Mavericks. Guarded by Pritchard. Pass to the corner. Three off the rim and on top of the backboard. That ball gets stuck. Will it come down? No, that ball is stuck up there. The crowd wants Kevin Garnett to get it. That was funny. The entire crowd wanted Kevin Garnett to get that ball down. He has a front row seat right behind that basket, but instead, the one of the what do you call them? The moppers. He was able to knock it down and had an embrace with Kevin Garnett afterwards. 78-76, Boston in front. Three-pointer, no good. It's in and out from Dinwiddie. Pritchard to the corner, baseline, alley-oop, and Robert Williams goes up and throws it down. 80-76, Boston by 4. Nah, hopefully not, Hugo. Hopefully not. Here's Brunson. Brunson pulls up from the stripe and delivers. 80-78, Boston by 2. Jason Tatum to the top of the key. Finds White on the right wing. He's bumped, foul called against Green. Yeah, I don't know how it happened, Adam. I was gonna get tickets to the game, but I was actually out of town yesterday and I couldn't make it. But yeah, it was the one of the wildest games I've ever seen. Just because it was snowing so hard in the first half. Salt Lake were wearing white jerseys for some reason, which made no sense. I could barely even see what was going on in the field, even on TV. It was crazy. The wind in the first half and the amount of snow that was falling was insane as Pritchard hits the corner three. And then, yeah, the Revs were up 2-0. Everything was looking good. And then New England just completely collapsed in the last 15 minutes. I mean, out of nowhere, RSL scored, yeah, as you say, 3 goals in the last 15 minutes. It was wild stuff. Oh, Barca scored again. All right, thanks for that update, Nate. And an offensive foul has been called against the Mavericks. Wow. So the Celtics now with the momentum certainly back on their side, up by 5, and will gain possession. Yeah, it was an off-the-ball foul against Dwight Powell. A little bit of a cheap shot there to Derek White. Boston by 5. Here's Tatum. Swings it to the corner. Brown's 3. No good. Here's Doncic. Triple on the way, and he delivers. Luka Doncic. Right when Dallas needed him to come up big, he does. 23 points for him. 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard to Robert Williams. Back to Pritchard. Short on the 3-point attempt. Yeah, it was bad, man. It was a bad choke job from the Revolution last night. I mean, they literally had the win in the bag and then conceded 3 goals late. It was I don't know. It left me very mad for the rest of the night. I'll just put it that way. Doncic guarded by Tatum. Robert Williams picks up Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie in the right corner. He's going to take it into the paint. Kicks to the left corner. Brunson, sidestep 3. No. That would have put Dallas, in the lead. But instead, the Celtics remain in the lead by 2. 6.5 left in regulation. And yeah, everyone missing their shots indeed, Hugo. It's been that kind of game. Pritchard thought about the shot. Instead finds Brown left wing. Step back 3. No good. It was a contested shot. And the Mavericks have the rebound. Thanks, Nate. That's as long as I don't sneeze on a actual professional broadcast, I'm good. I can do it here, but yeah, you never know when a sneeze is gonna come in the middle of commentating. It's not ideal. Thanks, Adam. I know, yeah, the Celtics the last 5-6 weeks have been a whole different team, really. They've been a whole different team. All right, timeout called. We're about midway through the 4th quarter. It's a close one. It's going to come down to the wire. Stick around for the ending. You won't want to miss it. And welcome back in, everybody. Um, yeah, Gabriel, I am gonna watch. Yep, World Cup qualifying, which is what, a week and a half away now. I do plan to be on the call for the U.S. Mexico game, which I can't wait for. That'll be next Thursday. So what, 11 days away now. Yep. So exciting World Cup qualifying action on the horizon. The last window of World Cup qualifying matches, of course. What a block there from Smart out of the timeout. Pritchard, corner three, in and out. And the rebound secured by Doncic. Yeah, you're probably right, Hugo. They likely do have a mute button for when they sneeze in the professional broadcast booths. Yep. Here's a drive baseline, and it's thrown down by Dorian Finney-Smith. A tie game at 83. Oh, wow. Inter tied it late. Wow. How about that? Really? The ref added 7 minutes in the Dallas game? Oh. Smart. Great underhand pass, and Horford finishes plus the foul against Jalen Brunson. And one for Al Horford. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben. I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment. Free throw is good. It's a 3-point play for Horford. Celtics lead by 3. Horford has 17 points on 6 of 10 shooting. He's perfect at the line on 4 attempts. Into the lane, Dinwiddie kicks out. Brunson, a wide open look off the back iron on the 3-point try. We're inside the final 5 minutes of regulation now. Smart underneath, finds Pritchard. Now Horford to Tatum. Tatum to the baseline, behind the back pass. Pritchard tries to swing it. Tip pass collected by Brown. The floater, no. And the rebound fought for. Brown digging in. And Dallas apparently stepped out of bounds. I'm not sure. There appears to be some confusion on the court and in the crowd. I'm not entirely sure what they called here. So a conversation currently being had as the confusion will hopefully be resolved. All right, so yeah, they're going to give the ball to Boston. I suppose they said Kleber stepped out of bounds when he touched the ball. I assume that was the call. Here's Tatum to Brown. Behind the back pass to Horford. Back to Brown on the left wing. Driving to the basket and lays it in with ease. 88-83, Celtics by 5. Here's Brunson, spin move on Pritchard. Kicks out to Kleber. And now a drive baseline. Dinwiddie lays it in, plus the blocking foul. Wow. This game is far from over, folks. A lot of twists and turns as Pritchard, oh man, he took a lot of contact there, but wasn't set according to the official. And the foul called against him. I don't know, Adam. I don't know about that, man. Dallas keep on sticking around, keeping it close as Dinwiddie hits the free throw. It's now a 2-point game. When I go to Revs games, do I yell at the refs? I mean, on occasion, yes. I mean, if they make an egregious mistake, yeah. Smart's right wing 3 won't go. 3:40 remaining. Corner three here, and Finney Smith puts Dallas in front. 89-88, Mavericks lead. Finney Smith has been hot from that corner in the second half. Tatum driving inside, and the layup's good. 90-89, Boston back in front. Tatum with 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Doncic defended by Horford. Great step back move. The three, no good. And Brown has the rebound. I mean, hey, I think the referees get way too much criticism and abuse. I mean, they're humans. They're gonna make some mistakes. That's bound to happen. But that is a difficult job, and maybe I have sympathy for them because I'm a referee myself, and I can only imagine what the pressure is like officiating such huge games, and having all that abuse thrown your way. But yes, Hugo, the Revs owner is still Robert Kraft. Yep, indeed. A timeout called. I'll be back for the final few minutes from TD Garden. Welcome back in. How about Dorian Finney-Smith in the second half? He has been leading the way on offense for the Mavericks as Dallas trails by 1 late on in this one. Finney-Smith had just 1 point in the first half, 18 here in the second half, which is tied for the most in any half of his career. Smart at the line. First free throw good with 2:38 to play. What's good, John? Welcome in. Glad to see you, man. Great to see you as always. Yeah, Ben, and that's why there's a shortage of referees. Yeah, and I can't blame you. Not a lot of people want to be a referee because it's not really worth it when you get so much abuse and you're criticized constantly for every little decision. Um, yeah, it's not the best job to deal with when it comes to criticism from the fans and stuff. Shot clock down to 1, the hook shot no good, and the rebound is Boston's. No, I do not, Nate. No, I do not have a girlfriend currently anyways, as Smart looks for Brown in the corner. Now it's back to Smart. Inside the final 2 minutes. Smart pulls up from mid-range. Too strong offensive rebound. Yes, Hugo. March Madness is starting actually on Tuesday. Yep, the selection show is in about 11 minutes. So right when this game ends, I'm tuning into the selection show to see who plays who. I can't wait for March Madness. Foul called there against Boston. And with 1:36 left, the Mavericks will inbound from half court. Mavericks are now in the bonus, so from here on out, they will head to the line. I look like I'm 20 years old, really? Well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but as Doncic hits the three, yeah, I'm only 17. I'll be 18 in July, and I'm actually one of the shortest people probably in my grade. So maybe that's because you don't see my full my full stature on these streams. You just see here on up, but I'm actually pretty short. Yeah. March Madness should be a lot of fun, Ben, as Doncic tries to kick it out, but his pass had too much pace. Brunson couldn't collect it, and Doncic is furious right now. 92-92, and that could be a real costly turnover. You like the new cut? I appreciate it, Nate. I appreciate it. Yeah, I went pretty short. In fact, I got that haircut 3 weeks ago. So a lot of it's already grown back. That's how short I went. And that shot off the mark from Tatum. 25 seconds left in regulation. Double teamed is Doncic. He finds the open Kleber. Now it's Dinwiddie. Hands it off to Doncic. 5 on the shot clock. Doncic kicks out Dinwiddie a 3. Good. With 9 seconds left, the Mavericks take the lead. Spencer Dinwiddie with a clutch 3-pointer. The shot clock was winding down, and Dinwiddie was not phased. A no-look pass from Doncic, and Dinwiddie drains the triple. The Celtics call a timeout and will have the ball down by 3 with 9 seconds left in the game. All right, welcome back in. What a huge 3-pointer that was from Dinwiddie. With 2 seconds basically left on the shot clock, he hits that huge 3-pointer. Celtics did call a timeout, so they get to advance the ball into the front court. Will inbound from the far sideline. 9 seconds left in regulation. Smart looking for an option, finds Jaylen Brown. Brown back to Smart. Long range three. He was fouled. Marcus Smart fouled by Doncic. 3 free throws will be coming up for Smart. And Doncic is absolutely furious about the call. Jason Kidd, it looks like he will challenge the call. Wow. Yeah, he got him on the hand. Doncic got Smart on the hand. A look at another replay. Yeah, he got him. There's no way that's going to be overturned, but a challenge by Dallas nonetheless. If the call is upheld, Smart will have 3 free throws with a chance to tie. Stick around. And welcome back in, everybody. 4.9 seconds remain in the fourth quarter as Dallas challenged the ruling of a foul against Doncic, but looking at all the replays, he clearly hit the hand of Smart. So I just don't think there's any way that this will be a successful challenge by the Mavericks. Smart, an 80% free throw shooter on the season, and as long as the call is upheld, these will be 3 huge free throws, of which Smart will have to make all of them to tie the score. Yeah, they keep showing the replay over and over again, and this challenge is taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, or this review, I should say, because of the challenge. They're taking a lot of looks at the replay, the officials over at the monitor. Yeah, this is a long, long review here. Now, I'm a bit surprised, if I'm being real honest. Yeah, me neither, Adam. I am not sure why it's taking this long either. So we continue to wait on the verdict. Here we go. Oh, wow. Would you believe it? After review, the challenge is successful. Well, I am shocked by that. That is that is crazy to me. Wow. So a successful challenge by Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks. So now instead of 3 free throws, we'll have a jump ball at half court between Robert Williams and Luka Doncic. And it is won by Boston. Tatum for 3. No, the Celtics apparently called a timeout before the shot. And so with 3.5 seconds left, the Celtics will have a chance to regroup. The shot was no good anyways by Tatum, but it would not have counted because Ime Udoka called a timeout before the shot. All right, I'll step aside for a quick moment. Back with the final seconds next. Welcome back in, everybody. 3.5 seconds remaining. And a big decision made moments ago that indeed Luka Doncic did not foul Marcus Smart on his three-point attempt. It was a successful challenge by Dallas. I'm still a bit surprised by that call. Either way, the Celtics won the jump ball at half court to resume play and then called a timeout shortly thereafter. So Smart will inbound from the near sideline. The Celtics will get it to Tatum. Turnaround three. No good. Rebounded by Dallas. And time expires. The Mavericks defeat the Boston Celtics 95-92. And Tatum thought he was fouled as well. What a weird, wild ending to this game. Well, let's look back at Tatum's shot. Turnaround shot. Yeah, that's never going to be called a foul. I'm fine with that no call right there, but a little bit of a controversial ending to this one as the Dallas Mavericks defeat the Boston Celtics in comeback fashion. 95-92, your final score. Yeah, a bad loss indeed. We'll see if the Celtics can bounce back in their next game. Well, good matchup later today in the NBA. 9 p.m. Eastern time, the Suns take on the Lakers. Fortunately, the Celtics unable to get the job done on Kevin Garnett's jersey retirement day. He'll have his jersey number retired in a matter of minutes in the postgame, but that will put a wrap on my broadcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was indeed a crushing loss for the Celtics as the Mavericks pull out the victory in comeback fashion. 95-92 the final score. I'm Samuel Reese signing off, saying so long, and I'll see you next time. I believe my next broadcast will be Wednesday night for Pumas against New England in CONCACAF Champions League. Maybe I'll do a broadcast Tuesday for UEFA Champions League. No promises, though. I'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So long for now.